Lettering on the sword says, in gold, Dar Sultanate Deen Panah, Shamshir Akbar Badshah.
Yeah.
So there's just no doubt about it.
So that is this sword. That is this sword here. So you want to see that. That is the inscription.
Hello and welcome back to another video. So today my grandfather will be giving you another brief history on our ancestors. But this time we will be showing you more pictures of our ancestors. So I hope you enjoy the video.
We are going to introduce you to our ancestors, legacy, and we hope we keep up their name and their reputation well. Our family is one of the old families of the subcontinent, and the oldest reference to them I have found in books is in the biography of Amir Taimur Lane, when he came to India in 1398. Ever since, by the grace of God, our family has enjoyed status in the area of Isakhel, district Miawali, and all the Niazis. They were confirmed in the seat by all the sovereigns who followed him, and finally Ahmad Shah Abdali, when he came into India in 1748, he confirmed our family, the original farman of which we have in possession, designating us the Sardars of Isakhel and other Niazis. At that time, the Niazis extended from the west bank of river Jhelum to across the Indus to the hills of Banu and the tribal area. Well, by the grace of God, we've enjoyed power, we have enjoyed social status, we have enjoyed the loyalty and confidence of our people and our subordinates. The British confirmed us in our place and they entitled us as the Khwaneen of Isakhel in the plural form. In other states and in other areas, there used to be one Khan or one Raja or one senior lord. But in our case, every child born in our family was a titled Khan, which is a rare distinction in the entire history of the subcontinent. We had an interlude during the Sikh period. Subsequent to Ahmad Shah Abdali's dynasty's demise, the Sikhs occupied the Punjab. However, we did not, as a family, submit to the Sikh overlord, and we were constantly at war with them, ultimately resulting in our exile into Waziristan for a couple of years, till the British made inroads into India and to our area, to Banu, and they established their headquarters at Banu, and they brought us back to our own country and returned us some of our. Herbert Edwards was the first British political agent in Banu, appointed there in 1846. In his autobiography, he laments that he had one regret on retirement, and that was that he could not return the entire properties of the Khwaneen of Isakhel to them. And mind you, as I told you, what properties? Isakhel, present Isakhel Tehsil was our entire personal property of the family. Now, in the 1840s, Muhammad Khan was our elder, and head of the family. He had 8 sons. The eldest was Alam Khan. The next was Shahid Nawaz Khan, Shahid. The third was Ayaz Khan. Fourth, Sarfaraz Khan, my great-grandfather. And fifth, Abdullah Khan. They were from the same mother. The sixth son, Zulfikar Khan, was from the second wife. And the seventh and eighth sons, Sattar Khan and Abdul Aziz Khan, they were from the third wife. Now, I will now introduce you to some of the portraits of the elders that we have, so that you get a context. Sarfraz Khan had 2 sons. The elder one was Abdul Rahman Khan, and the second son was Ahmad Nawaz, who was designated as a Khalifa of the peers of Tawsa Sharif, with the authority to even recruit his own disciples, which he did not exercise. But he was a God-fearing man and a godly person. His son was Shahid Nawaz Khan, my father's father. His son, finally Colonel Muhammad Aslam Khan. In this present photo you see him in his school days, Asian College uniform. He joined the army, he retired as a Lieutenant Colonel. Sarfraz Khan is Abdul Rahman Khan. In the Christian graveyard in Murray. My father again, Colonel Muhammad Aslam Khan, a keen horseman on his favorite horse, Mastana. And this is my father's favorite dancing horse by the name of Mehboobi. Now, I will take you to my maternal grandfather. My maternal grandfather's side are descendants of Ayaz Khan, the third son of Muhammad Khan. He had one son, Khan Bahadur Nawaz Abdul Karim Khan, who remained the head of the family till 1908 when he died. He had a son, Abdul Majid Khan. Abdul Majid Khan was my mother's father. And Nawazada Khan Bahadur Abdul Ghafoor Khan. Nawazada Khan Bahadur, Khan Sahib Abdul Ghafoor Khan. He is a son of Abdul Majid Khan, my mother's elder brother. Taking you another step beyond, in my maternal side, my mother's side is from Khan Bahadur Abdullah Khan Sardar. My grandfather, or my mother's Nana, to be precise, as Khan Bahadur Muhammad Abdullah Khan, the 5th son of Muhammad Khan. He joined the Punjab Civil Service in the very first batch of when the Indian Civil Service was created. He was finally served the British government, and when he retired, you can see his medals. He was awarded for his services the Companion of Indian Empire. This is the Order of British India, which gave him the title of Sardar. And this is the 1857 Mutiny Medal with 2 clasps. Right? With 2 clasps, Delhi and Central India. So, the 5th son of Muhammad Khan, my Nani's grandfather. Right? And I can again show you another. This, incidentally, I must mention, this portrait is a copy of his portrait, which was installed in the Art Museum, along with the sovereign, the last Sikh king, Dalip Singh, and the Khan of the Khattars, Muhammad Hayat Khan. So this portrait was removed from the museum when that hall of the museum was converted into an exhibition hall for the Punjab exhibition held in the late 1870s. Same portrait of Khan Bahadur, Abdullah Khan Sardar, in black and white, and this is the portrait of Abdul Majid Khan, my Nana, on his wedding. Right? Now I'll take you to. This is the eldest son of Khan Bahadur, Abdullah Khan, by the name of Faizullah Khan, my mother's Nana. Right? And this is Anayatullah Khan, the second son of Abdullah Khan. Khan said, Anayatullah Khan, he joined the civil services and served as a magistrate and judge. Now, having introduced you to my Nankas, I will take you to my Dadi's Dadkas. She was the daughter of Abdul Sattar Khan, the seventh son. And this is a portrait of Khudadad Khan, the son of Abdul Sattar Khan, and my Dadi's brother. Colonel Muhammad Aslam Khan, with his award-winning champion greyhound by the name of Power. This greyhound was the champion of the All India Dog Show held in Delhi in the 1940s. It is when he died, my father buried him in the in Murray. Dad Khan's son, Khalik Abdul Khalik Khan, Khalik Dad Khan. He retired as a deputy commissioner. And incidentally, when Pakistan came into existence and the refugees came from India, he was responsible for providing them shelter and holding them till they were sent to their final settlement areas. Granted, Nawab Abdul Karim Khan, his son of Ayaz Khan, his son Abdul Majid Khan, he was also in the government service. Khalik Dad Khan, I've just introduced you, my Dadi's first cousin. And this is a portrait of Sardar Hagdad Khan, the younger brother of Nawab Abdul Karim Khan. He took part in the First World War, when the Nazis refused to fight on some sides of the British in Iraq, Mesopotamia, during the First World War. The Nazis gave the reason that that attack was on the Khalifa of Islam, and therefore they withdrew their support to the British government. This is the third son of, or a picture of the third son of Abdullah Khan, Khan Bahadur Saifullah Khan. He was the first member of the Punjab Legislative Assembly, which was elected in 1922. First time the Punjab Legislative Assembly came into being in 1922. He served 2 or 3 terms and then handed it over to my father's grand uncle, Nawab Qadir Khan. This is a portrait of Hagdad Khan along with his nephew Abdul Majid Khan. Abdul Majid Khan, I would reiterate, was my Nana, right? And Hagdad Khan was his chacha. They are attended by their bodyguards. Our family had license to have a personal bodyguard of 10 armed soldiers. by the government. I mean, that was also by sanction. So they had that. Above that is my elder brother Shahid Nawaz Khan and his wife Zakia, Begum Zakia, who is a present MP. This is a portrait of Shahid Nawaz Khan Senior, my Dada, and he died in 1922. My father was left an orphan at the age of 10, and he died. And below him is a picture of Shahid Nawaz Khan Jr., my elder brother. So these are some of our pictures which we cherish.
There's a set of swords here, very historical, family swords. And these are all mementos now, in the archive. So basically, this is a sword which has a stamp from Akbar Badshah, from Akbar. So you can mention what's on the sword.
The lettering on the sword says, in gold, Dar Sultanate Deen Panah, Shamshir Akbar Badshah.
Yeah.
So there's just no doubt about it.
So that is this sword. That is this sword here. So you want to see that. That is the inscription. It's in
Persian.
That's how it is.
Is the sword still sharp or is it blunt?
It is sharp. It can still do its job. Ivory handle. So that is this. Again, it runs in the family. These collections, old swords in the family. This particular sword is from Sher Shah Suri time, from the 1500s. Again, in ivory, gold inlay work. There are a couple of other shamshirs here.
Yeah, swords of soldier, fighting swords. So probably since they are gold lacquered, they must be an officer's sword. And the difference between the ceremonial swords and the actual fighting swords was in the handle. You can notice that the lower two swords on both sides do not have a hand guard. And the upper two swords, besides having the hand guard, have a hilt which is finished in a disc, so that the grip stays strong.
So that's the disc.
Right.
And that's the hand guard or the grip. So those are actually fighting swords.
Those are the fighting
These
swords.
are ceremonial swords where you don't have the grip at the back and the handle. Yeah. So that's
They are depicted ranks.
So these were worn on the forearm of the hand in which
you held the sword.
you held the sword. And in the other arm was the shield. And the shield is...
So these are some of the photos of Colonel Saab. This particular horse, I think it was already introduced. This is Mastana. This is a legendary tent pegging horse of our father. This particular photo was taken in 1949, I believe. So the jewelry that you see on this horse, it still is with us. It was donated for a while to the Lok Virsa Museum in Islamabad, and it was displayed for a number of years. When typically in Pakistan, there are few people who are genuinely sort of the caretaker. So when some of those people left the Lok Virsa Museum, a couple of the gentlemen gave the jewelry back to us. So we have that. This was crafted by the jewelers from Isa Khel as well as from Jalpana. There's none like it. because I'm a horseman myself. No one in Pakistan has had jewelry like this. Real pearls, gold, silver, and then kundan work, etc. Beautiful, exquisite work.
Gold thread.
Gold thread. So, again, some examples of our father being a sportsman of his time. After HSN, when he graduated in 1932-33 with a full college blazer, I think probably one of the finest horsemen and sportsmen of his time. So he continued in his life with sports after HSN also. So this is an example of one of his greyhounds, Power, a real show dog. It won many races, especially at the National Horse and Cattle Show when Queen Elizabeth was here in 1960, when she attended the National Horse and Cattle Show.
As I mentioned, this dog won the All India Best Dog in the Delhi Dog Show, 1946 most probably. The other dog at the National Horse and Cattle Show, Queen Elizabeth was the chief guest. That was a Saluki, and one greyhound which has fur on it.
Perfect.
And that won the best dog prize for the year.
Very nice.
So I heard from my parents that your father was a great sportsman in HSN. So can you tell me about that?
Yes, sure. Proudly, I think he was at HSN from 1922-23 till 1933 or so. He was a full college blazer holder, which means he was the best sportsman of his time. He won the Malik Chirag Khan Debating Cup for 3 years in a row, which is a record even today. And the Malik Chirag Khan Debating Cup was, even when I was in HSN from 1966 to 78, it was very much, one of the most coveted trophies that one could vie for. He did that. He was an excellent horseman, 10-pegger, nezabazi, which then later on in his life he continued. He was a great swimmer. So he actually participated in the Asian Olympics, which were held in India at that time, and that was in water polo. So he represented the country in water polo. That again showed later on in his life, in his swimming, passion for water. So he was a great swimmer in Nisa Khel, River Indus. To get a houseboat and enjoy swimming, going there, enjoying mango parties, swimming, etc., etc., etc. So all told, he won the HSN Challenge Cup, which is for the best athlete. He won the Malik Chirag Khan Debating Cup. He was a full college blazer holder. He was the senior under officer, which is this photo here. Senior under officer of the HSN Cadet Corps. So he led that, he got a sort of honor for that, and which is still with us. A great athlete. Thank you.
Besides his interest carried on throughout his life, he founded the Sargoda Dog Racing Club, the coursing club as it was called, and used to have annual meets where the greyhounds were vying with each other for honours. Besides that, the National Horse and Cattle Show of Lahore was his idea, which he mooted to the station commander of Lahore at the time in the early mid-50s, and had him start out the National Horse and Cattle Show. At first it was arranged at the racecourse grounds. Then later the Fortress Stadium was constructed in the cantonment, and the Horse and Cattle Show stayed there till the period of Zulfikar Bhutto, who had cancer, unfortunately. It was a very big, major event for the country. So, till he kept on writing, and as Shahid had just mentioned, he was an excellent tank bagger, till in his later 70s, the Edisonian old boys requested him to retire before he met with an accident, God forbid, and some serious damage was done to him. So to the last day, he was a sportsman. In winters, every evening, he would go out on shikar with a group of people on horseback. In Isakhan, the shikar, they never shot at game. They always chased it. Hunted wild boar, hunted deer, hunted any other thing, but chased them on horseback. Ultimately, they were kicked, the horses were trained to kick the prey, and then some stalwarts would catch the game physically and have it then slaughtered in the case of deer, and the wild boar were brought and they were made to fight with dogs for the general public. So he remained to the end a sportsman.
So shikar, if you are wondering what shikar means hunting.
Shahnawaz Chacha ki time ki ye Shahnawaz Chacha ki presentation Government Murray in 1949 and Government College Lahore, Rifles Club. He was a mark.
So leave a comment down below if you want to know more about our ancestors' history. Just comment down below, or maybe even recommend us some challenges or areas that we could visit in the comments down below. So please do that. Consider subscribing and liking and hit the bell. So I will see you in the next video. Bye.